Hi everyone, welcome to another Table Talk. So today I just wanted to briefly give you my initial impressions of a new 4S battery that I've been flying with for the last few weeks. It's the GNB Flight 1500 milliamp 4S 130C 260C burst battery. I picked it up from Rotor Village, an online vendor here in Canada. I'll have a link to it down below. I have been flying, and I have other reviews. I have been flying a lot with the Tattoo R-Line 1550 4S 75C. So I wanted to sort of keep, in the same weight and size range, just for when I want to go out and, really light my hair on fire on 4S, which I seem to be doing a lot of lately. So anyway, price-wise, it was actually quite reasonable for me here in Canada. $36.99 Canadian, plus shipping, obviously. And I went and looked at Banggood, and I was absolutely blown away. The same battery at Banggood would cost me $58.10 Canadian, which really blows me away. So unless the prices drop severely, I don't think I'd ever order it from Banggood, and I'm not sure that Banggood even ships batteries to Canada anymore. So anyway, one of the kind of nice things, not that I'll ever use it, but I have another video where I've been evaluating a pardon me, a GNB 2200 3-cell with 110C, I think. And GNB they're kind of nice. They send you along a free Velcro strap with the battery, which is kind of nice. Not that I'll ever use them probably in my park jets, but you never know, out in the garden or something like that. Velcro straps are like zap straps and or zip ties and electrical tape. I guess you can always find a use for them. So anyway, let's get back to the battery. So I have about 6 flights on it right now. I did for the first couple of cycles, as I have been doing lately with new batteries. I charged it at sort of half a C, so I set it up on balance, and I charged it at 0.7 amps just to give it a nice slow charge. And then I made sure after each flight that I put it back right away, put it back in storage charge until its next use. So compared to the 1550, it's size-wise, it's a little bit different. You can see there that it's longer, a little bit longer. It's a bit narrower, just by maybe a couple of millimeters. Bit narrower this way and a bit thinner this way. It actually weighs about 4 grams more. I think I weighed this. It's 192 grams. And this one's about 188 grams. So they're right in the same ballpark as the 3S 2200 batteries that I use, which is what I wanted to have. I didn't want my plane to get super heavy. It kind of defeats the purpose when I want to go really fast. So how's it performing in the air? Actually, so far it's performed really, really well. In my review of this Tattoo battery, during sort of the first half dozen to 10 flights, I found that maybe 2 or 3 good bursts, and then the battery would start to sag a little bit and needed a bit more time to recover. Now that this battery is broken in, I don't have that same problem. It's pretty much the same power from the start to the end. I should mention I should have mentioned right at the start. I'm flying these in park jets, so I'm only using a single motor. It's not like a quad. So this, this C rating, the motors that I'm running on it, I'm pulling no more than about 60 amps. So, really not pushing the battery to what it probably could handle, but, it's good enough, definitely good enough for me, and hopefully, because I'm not pulling as much maybe as what the battery was designed for, it will last longer. So yeah, so anyway, right from the outset, first flight, I have had no problems whatsoever with sag. It just delivers the exact same amount of power towards the end of the flight as it does at the start of the flight. Because it's a 1500, and I mean it's labeled as a 1500, who knows if that's exactly the the capacity, and same with this battery. I do find that it the flights don't last quite as long. So I started setting my timer about 10 seconds less than what I had set with these batteries, and even then, you know, comparing the two of them, I set my timer, I think, with like when I'm running the GEP RC motor on 4S, that's pulling about anywhere between 55 and 60 amps. I set my timer for about 240, 245, and my you know, alarm goes off at 2:15. So maybe my flight lasts 220 by the time I have my plane back on the ground. What I do notice is that these will be right at about, the GNB battery will be right at about 3.7 volts per cell, and our line will be at about 3.75. So I'm okay with that. I don't like to, personally don't like to run my batteries down below 3.7 if I can help it. But yeah, very, very impressed with how it's delivering the power. As for the C rating, obviously I'm not sure because I'm probably not pushing it anywhere near its capacity. In the 6 flights I've flown it so far, it hasn't come down. You know, I haven't felt any sort of heat buildup in it at all. Occasionally I will feel some heat buildup in these tattoo batteries, but you know, nothing that worries me. So it comes with these black sort of, I don't know if you'd call them maybe knockoffs, but it's an XT60 connector and a balance. Now this plastic does feel just a bit more brittle than what comes on the tattoo battery. So you know, I take a little bit of extra caution to make sure, you know, when I'm plugging it in and pulling it out of the charger, that it's you know, I'm not going to end up breaking it, or make sure that when I, you know, put it in my battery box to carry back and forth to the field, that I'm not crushing on any of these. But they fit nice and snug, so that's good. So there we go, folks. There's my initial review after 6 flights on the GNB 1500 milliamp 4S 130C battery. You know, like I said, really good price from Rotor Village here in Canada, where I bought them from. It's a couple of bucks cheaper than this battery. You know, so for 10 seconds of flight time, I don't really think it matters too much. You know, 2 minutes at my age, 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 15 seconds of my heart pounding and adrenaline flowing when I'm ripping around the field is probably about what my doctor would recommend. So anyway, so very pleased with it so far. Initial review, and you know, as I build up more flights on it, I'll be doing some updated reviews. So. There we go. Please, again, as always, check out the video description down below for links to these 2 batteries, and I'll also provide the link to Banggood. You know, if you're interested in checking out, Banggood does carry these GNB batteries. So, thanks as always for watching. Blue skies, calm winds to everyone. Park jet noise, the other sound of freedom, baby. Take care.